What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here, and in this one we got some more spring ball intel as a few Michigan players spoke to the media. Enow Etta talks about his development, as well as Michigan's stacked defensive line in the depth there, and then also defensive back Brandon Hillman, as he states he is the tone setter on the defensive side. And offensive lineman Evan Link talks about his progression and a couple standout players, including the freshman Andrew Babalola. And we also got some Michigan basketball transfer portal news here for the Wolverines, as they seem to be very close in landing a 7'3" center and also a new guard target for the Wolverines who shoots the three very well. It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so we got some more spring ball intel here as a few Michigan players spoke to the media yesterday, including defensive lineman Enow Etta, offensive lineman Evan Link, and defensive back Brandon Hillman. So we'll first start with Enow Etta, as he said that he's been playing both inside and outside on the defensive line this spring. He said that last year he was mainly a 3 tech, but feels he can play even more spots this season. He's also said that he's seen a lot of growth and more confidence in his game, and also speaking on Michigan's depth at the defensive tackle position, he said that they feel they can rotate a lot of guys and reminds him of how they were in the 2023 national championship season. He also said that he's at 320 pounds right now, but wants to probably play at 310, and also wants to be able to play multiple downs and stay in shape to where he isn't wheezing or looks tired. And also said that he's putting some big emphasis on technique. Also learned a lot from Mason Graham and Kenneth Grant. And also in the inside of the defensive line, he said Rashawn Benny has been getting better this spring, and he's surprised of how much of a leadership role that he's taken on and off the field, and feels that he's got a potential just like Mason Graham and Kenneth Grant, as he feels he is right there with them both in terms of potential. And then also new transfers Damon Payne and Trey Williams have exceeded expectations thus far, he said. So that's what he had to say on both his personal growth and also the Michigan defensive line in general. Obviously, we all know it's going to be one of the best in college football next season. They got a lot of depth. And then defensive back Brandon Hillman also spoke to the media, and the first thing he said is that obviously he likes to hit people hard, but he's also working to take care of his body, not always looking for a kill shot. But he says that you can't be soft in football, always got to have that aggression. He said that he plays with an old school style with his game, and obviously they have focused on targeting, but the coaches ultimately just told him to go out there and play. Obviously Brandon Hillman had a couple hits there where, especially in the Indiana game, they reviewed it for targeting, but they were clean hits, even though they were very big hits and brutal hits, but they were clean hits. But he's still focusing on controlling the aggression this season. The coaches have been emphasizing that with him, but he also said that he likes to see himself as a tone setter on the defensive side, just like Max Bredesen is the tone setter on offense. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And then also he said that he's been moving around a lot on the defensive side, repping at safety and nickel, which is what Lamar Morgan said he would be playing at, is high safety and also sprinkle in some nickel. He also said that Jair Hill has been balling out this spring, which is very great to hear. And then also on the quarterbacks, he said that they've shown strong arm. They're both really smart, great decision making from the young quarterbacks that he's seen this spring. So that's what he had to say. And then offensive lineman Evan Link first said it was a tremendous honor, but a bit of a challenge starting last season, but added that he learned a lot about taking things from practice and transitioning it to the game. He also did say that he's repped at every spot on the offensive line except center and right tackle this spring. Now he's also played left tackle most his life, so he did say there was a bit of a learning curve when he was playing right tackle, but as the season progressed, he did say that he felt he got better. He also said that Giovanni El-Hadi and Greg Crippen have taken leadership roles this year, and also that when he slides into guard to take a rep, Andrew Sprague and Brady Norton have been playing the tackle spots. He also added that with new offensive coordinator Chip Lindsey, they are definitely going to be throwing the ball down the field a lot more. And as the quarterbacks have been practicing great thus far, also said that true freshman offensive lineman Andrew Babalola has gotten a lot better and has got some freaky traits and has a bright future in this program. But he also said that he is at 335 pounds right now, played at 320 pounds last season, and he also said that he got a huge confidence boost after starting and beating Ohio State and Alabama, as did a ton of players and really the whole team. So that's what a few of Michigan football players said there. And today I also wanted to give some updates on Michigan basketball transfer portal targets here, including the UCLA center transfer Adai Mara, a 7'3", 240-pound center from UCLA, has spent the past 2 seasons with them, has 2 seasons of eligibility remaining, and is a native from Spain. As a sophomore this past season, he averaged 6.4 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist per game, shooting 59% from the field, had 1.6 blocks per game as well. And on threes, Joe Tipton did put in an on-three prediction for the Wolverines a couple days ago, which was obviously some big-time news, but also more recently, yesterday, Michigan got a crystal ball prediction going in their favor from the 24/7 Sports basketball analyst Travis Branham. So right now, all the momentum in Michigan's favor to land Adai Mara, and right now it kind of just seems like Michigan is just waiting on his commitment, as we could be seeing it really any time here. But the interesting thing with Mara is that, he came off the bench, but he was very productive. He only averaged 13 minutes with UCLA, but UCLA went 8-1 when he played 15 plus minutes. He also had 2 double-doubles this season, and his really biggest game was against Wisconsin earlier in the season in January, where he got 22 points, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks after playing 21 minutes in that game. And then after that, he was really seen in the rotation a ton. So that would be a big time land for the Wolverines, and it looks like they should be able to land him soon here, as Wolverines now will have the power forward incoming from Illinois, Marez Johnson, who has signed with the Wolverines, so he is coming to Michigan for sure now, and also potentially the power forward from UAB, Yaxel Lendeborg, the #1 overall transfer portal target, or prospect, I should say. As long as he doesn't go to the NBA, Michigan going to be getting a NBA talent right there. Then also the North Carolina guard Elliot Cadeau has signed with Michigan. He'll be a Wolverine next season. And then now the Wolverines trying to replace and add another 7-footer on the team from Adai Mara. And one other guy that the Wolverines have a shot at is the UMass Lowell guard, freshman this past season, Martin Somerville. He averaged 13.6 points, 2.9 rebounds, and 3.7 assists this past season. Shot 42% from the field and a 40.5% three-point shooter. Also shot 82.6 from free throw. That was his free throw percentage, and he's a shooter. That's exactly what Michigan needs as well. Michigan also lost another player out of the freshman guard, Fat Brooks, the former in-state recruit, which obviously sucks, but he formally committed when Juwan Howard was here. He stuck through his commitment though, and obviously best of luck to him. But now the Wolverines see a guard rotation of potentially Elliot Cadeau, LJ Kaysen. If they can get Martin Somerville, that would be huge. And then also Roddy Gale Jr., the incoming 5-star freshman Trey McKinney, and also potentially Namari Burnett, as he also has an extra season of eligibility remaining if he does choose to use it, which Michigan right now does plan on getting him back, but it's still up in the air, and he's ultimately got to decide. So that's the latest there on a couple of transfer portal targets for the Wolverines. Dusty May going to work right now here in the off season. But with that, that's going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more. If you are new around here, I greatly appreciate it. And we will see you guys in the next video. Go Blue.